Hi everyone, it's Linda Esposito from Be Clear with Bronchiectasis. Today we're going to talk about taking environmental precautions with bronchiectasis. So what do I mean by this? There is bacteria everywhere. It's in the air, it's in the water, it's in dust, and some of us have gotten infections because of bronchiectasis, having damaged lungs that are flabby and dilated and hold a lot of mucus, just feeds bacteria and other pathogens as well. So some of us have decided or just to take precautions of not exposing ourselves whenever we possibly have any control over it. So I'm a perfect example. I had a MAC infection, Mycobacteria avium complex, called MAC, and luckily I was able to clear it without antibiotics, but I'm more susceptible now just because I've had an infection and I choose to take precautions. And from what I've been able to glean from the research, there's roughly about a 30% chance of getting an infection such as a MAC infection or perhaps Pseudomonas. And for me, I am somewhat risk averse, especially after having it and clearing it. So I do take precautions. But for someone with bronchiectasis who has never had an infection, maybe knowing there's a 70% chance you never will is enough for you not to have to take these types of precautions. So many of us are very careful in the shower because steam, there's a biofilm in our pipes and it accumulates in the shower head and it gets into steam. So I, for one, take very short showers, and I'm going to talk about that in another video. But certainly, steam can be an issue. So, what does that mean? Well, it means also that perhaps we shouldn't go in that hot tub, and maybe not the indoor pool, and maybe not the steam room. So it starts to feel like we're denying ourselves different pleasures. I get that. I feel that way as well. And for many of us who like to occasionally go to a spa and get a facial, perhaps, again, there's steam involved. I remember going for a facial and I'm halfway through the facial and I'm with the steam on my face, and I thought to myself, what am I doing? Sometimes these things don't dawn on you until perhaps a little bit too late. So I'm just trying to turn this on. It doesn't want to go on. That's okay. But so one thing we can do is we can get a little machine like this, a home facial machine. I have had this for 25 years. I have a feeling today's the last day it's going to work because it's not going on at this moment. But this little machine means that you can have a facial at home. You can use water that you've sterilized, and I like to use my SteriPen. It's a UV wand that I put in water and sterilize, or some people use bottled water or they boil their water. I think it's a good practice perhaps to sterilize the water before putting it in the steamer. Dr. Falkenham, who is a microbiologist that many of us in the bronchiectasis and NTM community follow, he told me that when water boils, it doesn't really have much NTM in it. But certainly as it's heating up and starting to steam, perhaps, it's not quite boiling. And that is the issue with the shower, because a shower might be 125 degrees or so, and it's not boiling and it's not going to kill bacteria. So I like to start with sterile water and just pouring it in and enjoying steaming my face this way. Now, if you have a comfortable relationship, wherever you go for your facial, what you might want to do is bring this little guy along. Just speak to them ahead of time, let them know the situation, and if steam is an important part of your treatment, then think about bringing this along. It's very portable. It comes in two pieces. Let me see if I can get it apart now. It's not cooperating. And you can easily put it in a bag and take it with you. So this is just a workaround, I guess. I always feel there's a plan B for most situations, and I guess people sometimes they're called hacks or tips. I don't like the word hack, but we shouldn't be in a state where we're constantly denying ourselves. And if you can come up with another way of doing something that you enjoy doing, and at the same time reducing any exposure to bacteria and future infections, that might work for you, because I know it works for me. So again, I'm Linda Esposito from Be Clear with Bronchiectasis. It's 1 year now that I've been on YouTube. I have over 50 videos. Please like this video, and if you have a Gmail account, please subscribe. This way I know you're out there and that you're enjoying my work. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.